Hello everybody, Jay Average Vintage Collector here. I'm a little late getting the video out this week, but I have been just jam-packed at work. Very busy week for me, a lot going on, a lot more than normal. So I'm a little behind on a video, but I'm still planning on getting this out today at some point. So today, this is one that I really wanted to get into, it's going to be a diamonds theme, okay? So stick with me. So one of my PCs is trying to put together the Hall of Fame run for the 1934-36 National Chickle Diamond Stars. I actually ran into this set just kind of by accident at a show, and I fell in love with it right away and made my first purchase. So just a little background to that set. It was issued over 3 years. I'm just referring to my notes. 32 Hall of Famers, but there's actually more cards of Hall of Famers if you include all the errors and variations, but I'm not really looking to do that. I'm just looking to get the 32 Hall of Famers in the set. It was issued at the same time, the 34-36 was issued at the same time as the 34-36 National Chickle Batter Up series. I'm not as familiar with those, but pretty much this company had two different sets of cards kind of being distributed at the same time. A lot of these have ballpark backgrounds or playing field backgrounds, which is a little bit different from the Gaudi sets, which are more of those solid backgrounds. Now, I like the Gaudi sets. This I found is maybe a little bit more reasonable price-wise, and I actually like the look of them a little bit better because of those ballpark backgrounds. And they have a very vibrant color scheme to them as well. Really beautiful cards. If you haven't seen them, please check them out. 240 cards were planned, but they only ended up releasing 108 of them. Some were reprinted later on with the same image but a different card number, and they updated them to maybe someone had changed teams or there was a misspelling in a name, so that's why some of them were reissued. The actual date printed can be kind of hard to tell when these were issued, but what I've been able to find out, the actual date or the original issue was cards number 1 through 24, and the back section was printed in green ink. In 1935, all of Series 1 was reissued again, and Series 2 was released. Series 2 was number 25, card number 25 to number 84. In 1935, all of the cards were issued in green ink. However, cards number 73 to 84 also came in a blue ink variation. Why that is, I'm not really sure. So there is that variation. And then in 1936, the final series was released, referred to as the high number. It is cards number 97 to 108. So the price point you will see is a little bit different for these cards. The one thing with these is this where you're going to start to see some of those reissued same player type cards. They are more scarce. They do include players already released. Again, some of the examples of this would be Ernie Lombardi. His original card had an A in his first name, and then they reissued it with the proper spelling of his first name in the later set. So all in all, there's 170 cards in this set if you include all the variations and whatnot. Again, I'm only trying to get the the 32 Hall of Famers. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you my my Diamond Stars. Again, I'm trying to put this PC together. I am the average vintage collector with a smaller budget, so I have a lot of different projects going on, so I do not have many. I have two. That's it, two. So bear with me. But I'm going to add in a couple of other stars or other cards with a diamond theme. So stay tuned. Okay, so my first card is actually the card that started it all with the Diamond Star set. I went to a small card show that is put on monthly at my local American Legion. There are probably only about 40 tables there, if that. Most of them are modern, a lot of Pokemon. There's really only like 2 vintage dealers, but it's like a father and son. And I did spend a lot of time at their tables, and this is going back last year. This is not recent. So I stopped by. I did buy something from their tables, but that's not what we're talking about today. But across from the one guy's table was a modern dealer, and I was just kind of looking through his stuff. And I just happened to see this thing stand out. I mean, it was like a light in the dark. My eyes went right to it. And it was the Diamond Stars Carl Hubble. So I kind of never seen this set before. I took out my phone. I started looking it up. This right here is just on the plastic packaging. It's not on the slab itself. But I did not know much about this set, but I loved the image. I mean, it's just a fantastic image. As you can see, there is the green back to it. So I take a look at it. I asked the guy, I asked the dealer, he's a younger guy, and I said, hey, what's up with this card right here? Or what are you asking? He's like, you know, honestly, I don't even know how that card got in my collection. I don't know much about it. What would you like to give me? So I kind of look it up, and I do some comps. I originally said, well, you know, it's kind of, you know, there's not too many of them out there. You know, you can see that they go here, there. What are you asking? He kind of takes a look. He does his own. He says, well, I do 160. And I was kind of like, I don't know, you know. And at the time, I remember doing the comps, and I remember I offered him 120. And he was like, yeah, honestly, I just kind of want this thing out. It's not really going with the rest of my collection. And I was like, you know what? $120, I'm good. Now, again, some people might not pay that for this card. If I like the card, I'm going to pay. Now, I'm not going to way overpay, and I don't think that I way overpaid for this card, but I'm very happy with adding that. So that started this whole thing. So then I started looking in. I'm like, man, this is a beautiful set. I look at the rest of the cards, and I say, wow, there are some great players in this set, great pictures. I want to do the Hall of Fame run. So the only other card that I have since added, because I am very slow at this, and I have 7 player runs that I'm trying to put together, the 1952 Hall of Fame, Bowman Hall of Fame run, and now this one. So and then all the stuff in between, right? That just kind of happens to happen. So I went ahead and have been slow at this. But the next card that I picked up was Rick Farrell in a 1. I got this off of eBay. Again, very happy. I love how they look in the SGC slabs. It's got some writing on the back, which I don't really care about too much. It's really just the front of the card that we're going to be focusing on, right? I got this for $38, and I don't think that is too much at all. I love the look of it. Again, this grade, this does not matter. I like the fact that it's in a slab. I like the way they look in a slab. I don't really care too much about the number, and that's just the way that I kind of collect. So those are my 2 Diamond Stars. I really am looking to add a few more of these when I go to Strongsville this year. I'd like to try and get my hands on the Lefty Grove. I'd like to try and get my hands on the Mel Ott. I mean, there's so many in this set that I want to get my hands on, but the Lefty Grove is kind of, if I'm going to a big show and I'm prepared to spend that, which is very unusual for me, I'm going to make sure that it counts. So the Lefty is definitely on my list. Okay, so I said diamond theme. The diamond theme to go with these, right? How about we go ahead and look at, this is a 2022. Yes, it's a modern card, but this is from the Diamond Icon set, and it's a Diamond Icons auto of Brooks Robinson, numbered to 25. Again, I know some people don't really care about that, and honestly, it is the modern hobby. Just really, what does out of 25 mean when there's an out of 10, an out of 5, an out of 1, an out of 50, 100? There's just a lot. But I love Brooks Robinson. He is one of my player runs. I got this right before he passed. I think I only paid like $30 for that, and I mean, the guy's a stud of a Hall of Famer, one of the best third baseman, if not the best third baseman of all time. Love having that in my collection. Okay, so the next one, this one is going to be the 2018 Diamond Icon set. This is Nomar Garciaparra, and this one is numbered to 10 somewhere. Yep, right there. Numbered to 10. There we go. I love the purple look on this. The purple border is really, really, really nice on this. I enjoy this. Nomar, I'm not a Yankees fan by any means, but I'm not a Boston Red Sox fan either. But at the time, during that time period where, Jeter was all everyone talked about, I loved watching Nomar play. And he's got a cool name, right? I remember the Saturday Night Live sketch with Jimmy Fallon, where he was, a Boston fan. He said, Nomar, and Nomar was the guest on the show. It was pretty funny. Here I am going off on a tangent about that. But Nomar Garciaparra, really like the purple. So once I found that Nomar, and I got that for a pretty decent price, I ended up trying to find more of these. So this is the 2019 Diamond Icon set, and this one is Cal Ripken Jr. And that one is also numbered to 10, but it's also signed in red ink with the purple border. Really like this card a lot. Very sharp looking card. I am a big fan of the Iron Man. And again, the Orioles are kind of like my second team, and it just seems that there are way more players on that team that I like than I actually thought I did. You all know how I collect Boog. I'm heavy into collecting Boog Powell, and Cal and Brooks here are, if there's a Cal Ripken that I like, it's going to end up in my collection. So I don't necessarily collect him, but I thought that was a card that I just could not have in my collection. And then the last one in this diamond themed video, definitely my favorite. I've said before that I've never spent more than $150 on a single card. This card is the card that I spent $150 on. This is going to be the 2018 Diamond Icon set, and this one is none other than Nolan Ryan, numbered to 10. Right there, we can see the 10, and in an Astros uniform. Astros are my favorite team. I love the old jerseys. Nolan Ryan, I mean, how can you not like that guy if you're an Astros fan? Even if you're not an Astros fan, love this card. It says 130. I paid 150 for it on eBay, so he must have been asking 130 at one point, but I guess with fees and whatever. But this was before the craze of COVID, so I can't imagine what that card would sell for now, but I know at the time when I bought it, it was $150. So that is the most money I've ever spent on a single card. I'm going to change that when I go to Strongsville this year, and hopefully add more Diamond Stars to my collection. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Give me a like if you like, share the video to people that you think may like my channel, and subscribe. I really enjoy doing these. I really enjoy all the feedback and support. My email is on my channel, and if you ever feel like just shooting emails back and forth to discuss cards, I am totally open to it. So enjoy. See you next time.